to first thank EU World Forum, who has organized this function. And I also doubly thank them that they have recognized as an awardee to the Commercial Tax Department of Orissa. Actually, I have also attended last day workshops. I find it is very interesting, and it is also revealing to us that throughout the nation, both government department, PSUs and private institutions have coming up with these IT revolutions. I request, I can recall all of you here that 20th century was the age of science and discoveries and inventions. And 21st century is the revolution in IT and revolution in information. Perhaps this will be, we are proud enough to live in 21st century because it is a revolution for the third time in human history. First, the revolution took place, what you know, that the Neolithic revolution, that is when we invented agriculture. And the second revolution is the industrial revolution. We manufactured goods through our industry. And third revolution is the IT and communication technologies. And we are proud that we are a man in 21st century. And particularly, I must doubly thank this EU World Forum that they have rightly recognized, and we people are working in our own environment, and suddenly we realize that perhaps we are doing something. Thank you, EU World. Today my topic will be ICT in taxation, that is commercial tax, and what we have experienced in Orissa. Before telling exactly, I want to emphasize, because many of us would not be pretty aware about this sales tax department. Actually, sales tax is a levy on tax on goods, and it is exclusively a state levy. And so far as the sales tax is concerned, it collects more than 60% of the revenue of the own state revenue. So it is a very big amount for individual states. So because the stake of the state is involved, it equally emphasizes that all taxpayers pays what is due to the what is due on the part of them to give to the state revenue. And it is also fair on the part of the state authorities to watch and ward and to oversee that people, those who are paying tax, they are actually paying tax or not. The other thing is that in sales tax, there are many exemptions and concessions. And even there are certain goods, or even there are certain transactions which are beyond the scope of taxation. So the legal understanding, that is one of the important thing for the taxation department, and always tax avoidance is also another part on the part of taxpayer. So actually, what is more important? It is the information, because a tax authority cannot ask a person that you have not paid this and this, and you have to pay this or that. Because it is a semi-judiciary department, without information, he cannot disturb any person, any taxpayer. And for that reason, I think the best and good solution was the adoption of IT technology. And exactly all the sales tax department in India have been striving to internalize IT as a process. And of course, it is encouraged by the national government, and particularly in case of Orissa, since April 2005, we have electronized our department. We have re-engineered our department, and recently we have also facilitated e-service, and many things also are in future to go ahead. But whatever we have achieved, I am just recapitulate. Before going further, I am just introducing the Orissa Commercial Tax Department. You see the organizational pattern. In the head office, there is a Commissioner Commercial Taxes. He is the head of the organization. And below the line, there is entire Orissa is divided into 10 ranges, that is called which is headed by range officers. And in the grassroots level, there are circles and assessment units, those who are actually interacting with the field offices. Parallel to this, there is a vigilance division. It is a part of the General Administration Department who equally acts as a enforcement agencies. But the department has its own enforcement agencies apart from territorial administration. Actually, when telling about this information and communication technology, actually DFI had assisted the government of Orissa while introducing VAT Act. Let me clarify that VAT was a tax on value addition, whereas sales tax is a tax on a single point. VAT is a tax on multiple points of sale, and at each stage, whatever tax has been paid at previous stage, that has been allowed set off, so that the value addition has come to tax net. So VAT has been introduced in India in 1st April 2005, and the job of the department became enormous. And luckily, we have re-engineered our process, and we have internalized and computerized the department. And along with the introduction of VAT Act, we have also introduced electronic governance system. But after 2 to 3 years, we find that the limitations and what technology we have followed and what process we have followed, that was quite inadequate. There was an application problem, and there is problem in back end, and also there is a problem in front end. Basically, when VAT was conceived, the law was made, the procedure was made, that the range, or the state has been divided into 10 range, each range will be the focal point of administration. That was the adoption in VAT Act. So accordingly, our IT designing was made in a decentralized architecture. But we find that there are many practical as well as technical problems in decentralization. So actually, with the help of our service provider, Mastech is our Mastech Limited is our service provider, and they have re-engineered our process and now made it a centralized system. As a centralized system, the entire state field office and all offices are integrated. Now, one field office can access to the data further and simultaneously to the head office data. And of course, this centralized architecture is a beginning that will be integrated with national grid, and a national grid that is already in existence as known as TINEXIS, or Tax Information Exchange System. And with that repository, all the states have been interacting, and we find this when we make our centralized architecture, it is happily integrated with the TINEXIS system. So actually in future there will be GST which will require very robust IT infrastructure, and it is we are now rather a preparatory stage, and it is with the existing law. We are by trial and error, we are redefining and we are reprocessing our software even. But what are the issues and challenges? Still, whatever we have been developing, still people are not satisfied, even the departmental officers are not satisfied. So the issues and challenges are still before us. From the dealer's perspective or from the taxpayer perspectives, they believe that the compliance is huge time taking, because whatever, for example, in accessing to the system, it takes time, and because they find it difficult, they also frequently visit to the offices, because so far when VAT was introduced, it was national consensus that the interface between tax authorities and departments should be avoided for many reasons, for transparency, and also for the reason of dignity to the taxpayer. Because he will come to office and the officer will say come and meet me after 30 minutes, but he's a big taxpayer. And his time is also very, very valuable. Why? And if he pays tax, Why he will think otherwise?